When we purchased the house, it was a good price, and we knew that it was going to require some renovations.
Don't hire a roofer to do your plumbing.
Yeah.
Don't hire a kitchen company to do your HVAC, electrical, and structure.
If anybody said they knew how to kind of do something and they could help, I was just so grateful.
I don't want to take it all down, I really don't, but how do I fix everything and not the ceiling?
There's that old saying, Murphy's Law, what can go wrong will go wrong. I believe there's a second part to that, and that is that Murphy was an optimist.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, baby. Mike Holmes. But if you're going to do it right the first time. Let's get rid of it. How do you do this to a family? Look at the nest. They got a nest of them. Oh, my God. On the money. 2, 3.
Oh my God!
Perfect.
Thank you guys. Oh, do I ever?
Nancie and Woody bought a townhouse. Nice little area. Half-decent price. Like anyone else, they want to renovate before they come in. Needed a new kitchen.
Well, I'm a sign language interpreter, and I work with deaf people, and I have deaf friends. And we wanted to make sure that it was open because sign language is a visual language, obviously. And I wanted to be able to communicate with my friends and socialize with them without having to peek my head around a corner.
Open it up, expand it. It's a very small kitchen. This way they can communicate through the open areas. Having an island, an open window in the wall on the other side makes it real simple to talk to someone that can't hear you.
But the problem is that we did not plan on the fact that right when the renovations were going to start, that I was going to get ill and be in the hospital for 5 weeks. So Nancie wound up doing this whole job.
I'm the one who created the mess.
Hello.
Hey there.
You're back. Thank you so much for coming back.
My pleasure. Nice to see you again. Hi, Hannah. Hi, Woody.
Mike, good to see you again.
I understand that you need different people for different things. So I'm trying to find an electrician, I'm trying to find a plumber, I'm trying to find kitchen people, and I would call contractors because we wanted the demolition and we needed floors taken up and painting done, and people just wouldn't show up. By the 5th time that we had a contractor not show up or not call us back, we did have one person show up. I finally had friends who said, look, you know what? Let's see what we can do to try and help you. I had friends and family sort of saying, oh, maybe we can help you with this because he's in the hospital. We're living in my parents' basement. I've got a 1-year-old. Everything we own is in storage. And I can't keep taking days off to meet with people who are non-existent.
The company that did the cabinets in the kitchen for us was actually a company that was starting to go into kitchens, and so I found out we were one of the first kitchens they ever did.
Before they started.
Closets.
Closets. Surprise. So from closets to kitchens.
They came out of the closets
I see.
and went into the kitchens.
It was a friend. And they still are friends, but we didn't get the kitchen that we wanted, and they didn't come back to fix what we needed to have fixed.
I don't like the stove being so tight to the corner. This is not the way we do this at all.
Well, you'll see that there are spacers throughout the entire kitchen because it wasn't measured correctly.
I remember the night when we had the wine glasses in the cabinet here, and they had come and installed the range hood, and we tried to open the door to get the wine glasses out, and the door wouldn't open.
It's jammed against the range hood.
And the range hood isn't hooked up. There's no way that they could hook it up to the electricity that was already existing, so this is just a decoration.
The countertop was installed broken. It's still broken. And the countertop was supposed to be flat, not glossy. So we've had some issues.
I think the more you throw everyone into the mix to get someone into a house or rush to get it done, things are gonna go wrong. We have new tile throughout,
Yes.
new flooring,
Yes.
obviously, because if they open up, they've got to change that right to
Right.
the front door. Why do I see cracks in your hearth?
When the original floor was lifted up and then the hardwood floor installed, they broke, I'm not sure what the technical term is, but the front part of the fireplace.
What did I hear about the bathroom? You turn on the switch to...
As long as the upstairs,
You got a cold?
Yeah, she's a little under the weather.
Oh, my good. What's that on your shirt?
My coat.
That's me.
And what do you say to Mike Holmes?
Make it right.
Make it right, Mike. That's cute.
We have a number of outlets that don't work anymore that used to work. We have one outlet on the main floor that works if the upstairs master bedroom bathroom light is on.
First, I guess we might as well go downstairs because I want to see the structure one more time, and then we'll just take a walk around here. Which way's the basement?
Right through those doors.
Right through the
Those
door.
doors.
Okay, excuse me.
We'll follow you.
Come on, Hannah. Let's go.
You know, again, these are people who, they try to help us, but they're not professionals, and it's just kind of not working out. And we're so grateful to them for what they tried to do to help us, but we're having serious problems with a lot of the stuff in the house.
We're 16-inch on center, 2x8, which is minimum code, a span of about 12 feet, so obviously had a very bouncy floor.
Yes.
Now, I guess you said this so that they could restructure it and fix it before they refloored it, right?
Right.
Correct.
How's the bounce now?
The bounce isn't bad, but we're having problems with our hardwood popping up. And it's cracking in the middle of the planks, and there's some pieces that were put in that were damaged.
This is not the way to restructure a floor. I do understand that they went across and braced it, but what we don't want to do is shim it the way they did. That's not going to work. The way we see the shims,
Right.
it just makes it weak. We want continuous tie right across that floor joist, and they should have laminated against it and then glued directly to it. Bracing is really good, but because the way it's done, it's not like all this has got to come out and be redone. The floor joist, we know from underneath just by looking at it that it was shimmed incorrectly, and of course the new hardwood floor is going to crack. You have movement, it'll crack. You got a big hole in your ductwork there, eh?
Yeah. When it was explained to me, there was a good reason why the humidifier got disconnected, but we've had about 5 floods since, so now there's a margarine container holding it up so it'll stop flooding. So I'm not sure what we need to do about that.
So we had people, friends, that
Yeah.
came into care and try and help you
Yeah.
complete this.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
All
bless
friends?
their hearts.
All friends?
The hardwood flooring people were professionals, and the kitchen cabinet people were the professionals. Like, they were people that we paid, and apparently now I find out an exorbitant amount of money for what we got.
How much did you pay for everything?
When all was said and done, it was about $22,000. And ironically, those are our biggest problems.
I don't always want to take everything down. I'd rather hope that some things are right, but we'll find out. We'll start pulling out the cabinets. I know I'm going to be doing a new kitchen, redesigning the layout, because that is just not going to work.
The pain is necessary in the learning process. It's the misery part that's optional. So we're trying to keep a sense of humor about this, but we, at the same time, have learned a lot about what not to do and what we need to do.
There's a lot I'm going to have to do here. Are you okay to be without a kitchen for a little bit? This
We are
kitchen's got to
so
go.
grateful for you to come and do what you need to do that we will make it work.
Okay. And Hannah, I'm going to make it right. How do I say thank you?
Thank you.
Thank you.
But it's me to say thank you for you.
How do I say you're welcome?
Thumbs up.
Oh, that's easy.
That's easy.
I do that a lot.
Thumbs up.
Okay.
Yeah.
2 thumbs?
Yeah.
Is that better?
That's even better. Yes.
Just a little too busy lately. I know you had a saying for that. What was it?
Oh, I'm busier than a set of jumper cables at a hillbilly funeral.
That's busy.
That's busy. That's busy.
Let's start by removing the fan, fridge, and stove. Check all the cupboards, make sure everything's out. Let's get rid of the island.
Yeah.
This was a door here, right? So they pulled out the wall to try and create that open concept, create that island look, and what everybody wants is that little area off the dining room. Right away, I see 2 vents on the bottom of this. We were able to move it with no problem. So obviously, they just closed off whatever was in the floor and put in 2 vents. So if we lean this back, what do we see?
2 vents.
Mm-hmm. Now, is that hot or cold? Okay, get rid of it. I'm confident the air return was in this wall on this side. So what they did was close it off. Even if I punched a hole here, I'd probably find it. They put the return and 2 open bays in the bottom. All that's gonna do is pull all the crap underneath the counters, right? Underneath your cabinets. Look at the dirt. This was underneath it, and it's just gonna keep pulling. How do you clean that? So I'm big on clean air in the home. I wanna breathe clean air. You're not gonna breathe clean air by collecting all the dust underneath and just keep pulling it in. So it's not doing what it's supposed to do. We're gonna remove part of that wall.
Oh, okay.
And open this up and move the fridge back. The idea that I see is I cannot move the bathroom. We have to keep this.
Right.
So I'm just gonna open it by pulling out this wall, moving the fridge back. We have custom cabinets going in. And then I am making a L-shaped island here.
Right here.
Incorporating the pole. Yeah,
Okay.
so we're gonna be doing a little bit of damage.
So you want to remove part of this wall, you're saying?
Uh-huh.
So we're going to be into tiles.
Uh-huh. This is a junction point. It's not the proper box. It is allowed because it was accessible, but this should have been brought into that box. But what you want to do is, if you're going to do that, that means we should pony these wires together, pony the wires downstairs together so nobody ever makes a mistake of trying to attach it and find out, what's this for? All the signs of professionals not being here. We're losing the trim, all the drywall in this whole room.
Okay.
This is not load bearing, this is a partition wall, but I'm gonna put in a header anyways. This is the center. We're spaced out 13 feet, just over minimum code, which the builders got away with it, which is fine. I'm not gonna so much argue that. But it being the center, if I take out this wall, that'll be the area that tends to wanna come down, right?
Okay.
So let's put a header in, let's control
Precautionary.
it, let's make sure we get up over a floor joist so we carry that load. We'll see what's downstairs. We're gonna be doing an awful lot of work in the basement to restructure this
I had a
place,
feeling.
unfortunately.
Okay.
And look what else I see.
That's here?
No, that's a cut, that's nice. What's beside it? Wave your hand.
It's here. Oh, I didn't see that.
All right, let's pull this down,
Okay.
see what we have. Do we have a ladder?
You need a ladder?
Just a two-step, well then again. Go ahead, I'll stand back since you can reach.
All right.
Oh, don't like that. That's live. And we have a hidden junction. This is why we take things down. At least it's in a box.
Yeah.
It's still not accessible. Try and figure out where the hell that source is. I hate this. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. Now I know what that other line was.
Yep. It probably connected there, didn't it?
See, we have a block at that end? Mm-hmm. Frickin' yo-yos.
Came over.
This is a high wall return that doesn't work anymore on the second floor, which is designed to pull the heat out of the top because in the summer when we have our air conditioning going, the heat is up here, the cool air's at the bottom, cool air pushes hot. They've dammed it off at this end. Now we have to get a return back up to there to pick up that high wall return. So let's see, now we have to fix HVAC, plumbing,
Electrical.
structural,
Tile.
tile, wood floors, structural
Painting.
downstairs, painting. Let's go for lunch.
Got a match?
I have a headache.
Make it right, which is really the sign for renovation. You're gonna
Renovation.
improve it right.
Oh boy. 1, 2. Okay.
Right, that's it.
I knew there was another bathroom done upstairs.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw that cut off there, I knew there was changes. I stepped back, I saw a drilled hole in the floor. I asked Nancy, yes, they have a new bathroom, and by the way, they used Friends again.
Right.
So I'm gonna put a level up here, because from back there, I saw that the ABS run was not good. So let's go to level.
Okay.
All right, that's level. Now here's the angle it should be.
Right.
Okay, so we're gonna have to fix the drain. We'll probably look at the plumbing that is run upstairs to confirm with Martin that it's okay.
Okay.
Today, I am fed up. Right from this point on the other side, cut the drywall, lose all the drywall, keep the structure up at this point. Let's get a pry bar to see how easy this tile will pop up. I'll hit this area here first, because he is on the thin set. Hopefully he's got a dry mix with cheap thin set. All right, lose the drywall. You're gonna pull this floor right to the front door.
Okay. Oh, obviously we're gonna have pot tiles in here too, so I wanted to get someone starting to take all the sink apart, the toilet, which means we have to use the toilet upstairs. we get a porta potty at this point so we're not going through their house?
Yes.
Okay.
See? Why did they cut that drywall? Curiosity killed the cat. We found a hidden junction point. That's why we take those areas down. That's wonderful. We have a stucco ceiling throughout, and we need to do repairs. Which is the fastest way? Do we belt sand down the ceiling? Do we take down the ceiling and go new?
Take it down.
Yeah. I'd say take it down, retape it.
Awesome. Guess what you're doing tomorrow?
Taking it down and retaping it.
The floor. Guess what you're doing with the floor? That's the wood floor.
Taking it up, redoing it.
Right. Guess what you're doing with the furniture in the living room?
We're moving it all to the garage or into a storage bin.
Love you guys. I just thought now would be a good time
Oh
to
my word.
walk you through.
Oh.
This is really not a surprise.
Okay.
You're surprised?
I'm not surprised because I know how amazing you are, but I'm just a little bit shocked. Like, to see it just so empty is wild. Like, I know what he does, but I don't know. It's just when it's you and you just know that everything's gonna get fixed and it's gonna be right and it's gonna be safe and then
and that it's going to be okay for our daughter and
Yeah.
and everything. It's
huge,
just,
huge.
We found a lot of hidden junction points that really kind of, let's say, pissed me right off, okay? I don't like that, and we don't hide electrical junction points. A couple of wires tucked up, like this one here, that are live. We don't want that. We have one junction here. I wondered why we had that cut on the other side of the wall. Remember over here?
Right.
So I said, pull it down. And that's why they have a cut there. There's a junction point.
All the electrical stuff. I mean, I knew we had some funky switch things, but to this extent, you don't think.
Right here is a high wall return on your second floor.
Okay.
That was attached up the wall and tied in. They closed it off. You had no high wall return. So we've stopped that air movement upstairs. And that's key because we need it to cool in the summer, pull the hot air out of the top because cool pushes hot, right?
Right.
And we need it in the winter to keep the circulation, to have heat blowing.
These are things that I didn't know anything about or how to do, and you know, to me, this is just a miracle that this is happening.
We feel so grateful and so blessed.
So we've done a little bit more than I expected. We're going to be fixing your humidifier downstairs, the plumbing, the electrical downstairs. And by the time this is
And
done...
the light switch upstairs that turns on and off all of our plugs on this floor?
Based on the electrical that I see, would explain that
Okay.
switch upstairs. So we'll fix all this. To me, that's easy stuff. This is not a huge job to me.
He said this was not a big deal. This is
It's a huge deal. It's a huge deal. Because we would never have been able to fix this. I mean, there's other things in the house that we wanted to try and do, and instead we had to focus on getting this fixed. And it's been so long, and we've not been able to. We've been living in a house. We haven't been living in our home.
You have helped so many people, and we appreciate you so much.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Don't worry. Wait to see the kitchen I do. Never mind everything else.
I'm excited.
It's all started with the kitchen.
They're tears of joy. They're not. I'm just. We didn't know what we would have done. So, thank you.
Then we build houses better. Buy strapping, buy the channels, do the whole ceiling, okay?
Okay.
Holy.
This sign right here is really like, and that's how I just sort of feel like the weight's been lifted off my shoulders.
They've used OSB on top of shims. And they spaced their shims so we have movement in between the shims. And as long as we have movement, that floor is going to crack exactly like Nancy had said. It's cracking in the center of the flooring. So we're gonna laminate to both sides of every beam, plywood, 8-foot cuts. We're gonna stagger our joints, glue it, and screw it. That plywood is really not gonna bend this way because it's laminated wood that's put together.
We got new water lines coming from the basement.
Yeah.
I'm going to be extending them in this cavity and then running them all the way, tapping into this existing lines, and that's going to supply the water for the bathrooms.
Okay. So centralize the sink on this wall. I mean, that's, you know, they can look out here a little bit, and you're just bringing up your drain right now?
Yeah, this is just a rough in, but this is essentially going to be my drain.
Right.
And I'm going to run my vent along the side.
Okay.
Because I had the bulk here anyways due to all the plumbing, even though it's not in the plan, I only had to bulk that side only because of the cabinets. I brought it down and I bulked right across. This gives me the zone to do everything I needed for the ABS, for the vent, for the plumbing, and then also the return for you guys. Now here's the issue. Here's our high wall upstairs on the second floor that they choked off. That was not even there anymore. Are we able to use this zone, even though I know there's a supply, can we go from 6-inch to a full cavity right up from downstairs, which is probably not gonna be easy?
Well, it'll be a little bit difficult, but we can do it.
You know, you have the choice. You can come through here if you wish. You can bring it right up through there if you wish, like whatever's your easiest angle.
Return comes out over here in the basement, so we wanted to extend it out a little bit
And do it right on the floor.
and do it on the floor, but duck it over to this corner here, so it's not in this traffic area.
Oh, I like that way better.
So that way,
And then that way, if they put a stool here, they're not gonna be over the floor register. You know what? I like that. So how are you gonna do that? You're gonna come down and you're gonna hard duct it across?
yeah, we'll hard duct it right across, and then we'll cut open the floor, and we'll put a, I think we got a 14 by 10 grill, a floor grill that'll sit right in that corner.
Are we going a new humidifier downstairs?
New humidifier.
Because that really is a sucky unit, isn't it?
Yeah, new one. Yeah. New humidifier, new media filter, and we got to put it in a drop because the duct has choked. It's too small from original.
Damon, let me show you
Yeah.
just how bad this is, okay? We have up the laser level, spinning around the room. Outside perimeter is 21, actually a 16th under 22.
Yeah.
Now, as we continue out, because the floor joists run this way, let's go to here. 21, just over a quarter.
Right.
So
it's getting lower.
3/4 of an inch there. Under 21, 1 inch.
God.
1 inch
In
down.
8 feet.
1 inch down. So that floor at 2 by 8 has bowed 1 inch down.
Is that just span?
That's a span. That's a 12-foot span. We're talking 12 feet here, right?
Yeah, but that's code, isn't it?
Yep. My point exactly. Minimum code does not work. That's under 12 feet.
Wow.
The overlay will be 12 feet.
Right.
We drop 1 inch in the center of that.
That's unbelievable.
Now, this is, again, a low
wow.
point here. That's about 1 1/4 inches. Now, we want a perfectly leveled ceiling, so we have a 1 inch track.
Yep.
That says to me that at the lowest point, we're gonna have a 1/4 inch shim. At the highest point, we're gonna have 1 1/4 inches.
Well, we can just work off the laser at this point, right? We started our lowest
Right.
point. Everything else is just laser work.
What I wanna do is, since we've opened it up, let's throw up some sound drywall.
Yep.
Now, vertically, we have a different product than we do horizontally. Is that correct?
Absolutely right. The half-inch is a remodeling product that's good for the homeowner to use.
It doesn't have the metal in between.
No metal in between. It's a true score and snap. Absolutely right.
Okay, so it still has the, what is it, polymer?
As the polymer in there, it allows the product to vibrate on itself, causing heat, which converts to acoustic energy.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So you want to cause heat?
You want to cause heat. Not enough to heat the house,
Okay.
unfortunately.
I was thinking of that.
Yeah, I know you were.
I was reading your mind there. So vertical, we're going to go the 1/2 inch. Now horizontal's the different one. We need the ceramic.
You need something that is a little bit more substance. That's correct. 5/8.
The reason I want to put it on the ceiling is just for sound. You know, people are upstairs. It's not going to take away the bouncing and the running, you know, anybody up there.
Right.
It is going to help, stop the sounds of anybody yelling downstairs if the kid's sleeping upstairs. We didn't have any electrical boxes on this wall, but we're going to now because I moved the stove. So we'll use the sound blanket in behind the box.
That's right. We use a quiet putty in behind because that's one area that sound can actually penetrate through, and sound can cheat. It can flank, so it can go up in between those studs that you've created on the wall here and go in through your joists back upstairs. So if you put the quiet putty in behind, you're kind of stopping that sound from actually hitting and being able to escape up.
And if we do pot lights, because I'm going to have 2, let's create a box within.
Yep, you use like products. So in the case of the ceiling, you're using the 5/8 product. You're going to create a box, and you're going to layer something on the underside of the flooring, run a couple of pieces along the joist, and then cut them off at the pass. It's fire rated, so at the end, you've got your batting and on the other side of it, your pot goes in, it's rated, so now you've created an ability to keep the sound from coming north.
Oh, that's different. You're mapping them out? How long did this take you?
About 4 hours altogether.
How did you round this edge?
I took the grinder first and polished the edge down with a diamond blade.
Yeah.
Then I took a diamond sponge and water sanded the edge until it became smooth.
You can feel the difference.
It's an easy way to finish it off and soften the edge without doing too much to it to change the look of it.
I like it. Okay. How you doing, man?
Good, how are you?
Nice to see you. You come in and help us here?
Well, if you need some help...
Well, there's 2 things you can do. You can grab your guitar and play while we work, or you can drop your guitar and work with us.
Well, I'd hate to sit around and watch you guys work, because I'd feel real bad about that.
So that means you're gonna work with us?
I guess I will.
Okay. Nice and gentle, you're gonna feed it in. I'm sure you know how to do this because you play with guitars and I'm sure you play with tools.
Yeah.
Ready?
Am I gonna lose my fingers? No, I'm kidding. No way.
It just so happens that Woody is the manager of Charlie Major, famous country singer. And I was talking to him and he wanted to come in and give us a hand. I said, yeah, come on in. We have so done this before. Do we have safety goggles?
I've only got one eye.
All right, and we want to keep that one safe.
That's right.
My God, what'd you do to the other one?
Pellet gun.
Another story? A pellet gun? Yeah. Oh my God, the old kid story.
Yeah, exactly.
A friend?
You're gonna shoot your eye out. Yeah.
No, I'm not.
My mom even told me that.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
And, I said, no, it's not gonna happen.
What age?
Yeah, 12 years old.
12 years old.
Yeah. Best friend out on the back porch, shooting at a target. And brought the gun up and bang, right in my head.
Oh, jeez. Did you shoot him back?
Later. Yeah.
I did that. You know what? I think we're gonna have to bring Charlie back with his guitar.
Oh, that'd be okay.
I think it's a good idea. You
Play
kind of see
first?
the way the kitchen looks when it's done.
Yeah.
He brings in his guitar. We have a couple beers.
Hey, that sounds good.
Talk. Good. Makes you want to do this for a living, doesn't it?
No.
No? I want to say thanks.
Thank you.
You're gonna come back to the end?
Absolutely.
You're gonna bring in your guitar and I'll play it?
Absolutely. I'll
Actually,
skip on the beer because you don't want to hear me sing when I've been drinking beer.
You should hear us sing when we're drinking.
Yeah, I will.
Down.
6-foot span, that's out almost an inch. If that's out an inch and that's down to 0 because the wall's out, the most we can be out of square is 1 inch.
Right.
We cut the drywall, that's 1/2 inch. We shave the back of the cabinet.
Yeah.
We have to displace the difference, right? A little here,
Right.
a little there. You have a new tool I want to hear about.
Yeah.
There, guys were saying GPS, UB, there's all kinds of letters,
Digital
ABC. It's not GPS, it's just a digital.
Ooh. Digital template machine.
Digital template. Okay, there's a few things out in the kitchen, and it's up to us to make it look right, which we have just done some manipulating now. So we are going to have an end gable here. I just wanted to show you that. So that's going to stick out 3/4 of an inch.
Okay.
We'll go down, nice and simple. We have an L shape on the right. We have a full countertop on the left, just like the plans show, with the stove in the center. I love the idea of actually doing the backsplash full in the same product. I really do.
Okay.
We haven't checked the microwave on where it's going to be, but if we measured for countertop to back a cabinet, we can always notch it up so it hangs down just a little more.
Yeah.
I'll do just a jam filler that comes out and in. Okay, so we'll look at this as the end.
Okay. We usually do, just so it looks nice and crisp, is 3/4 past the doors.
I like that.
So 1 3/4 inches from the cabinet itself.
And we're going to build that up, obviously,
Yes,
because of the
we're gonna
bow nose,
build it
right?
up, yes.
Okay, beautiful. It will map out the whole section, even if there's any imperfections whatsoever within the wall, it will pinpoint it to detail. In other words, that countertop is cut exactly to where the pen touches.
And that's it.
Wicked. So you see that cabinet's coming out further because of the door, right? And you're going to calculate everything to be our overhang that we're looking for.
Yes.
Brilliant. You take this, transfer it to the computer at the office, and it cuts out the countertop.
Yes.
Interesting. I like it. Believe it or not, tomorrow's the last day, so we're getting down the new hardwood flooring. It's engineered. I really like it. We're just doing the final stuff on the cabinets. We'll get the microwave hood range in today, little bits of electrical. It's going to be a action-packed couple of days. It always is. It's just so much at the last 2 days, especially. The floor, it's a little wonky, even though we've structured and fixed it from underneath. One, we've set the tile 3/4 inches off the wood. And just right here, we can see it's just, I don't know how they did it this way, but they did. So we're gonna bring it, flare it back in again. I'm just gonna cover it with 1/4 inch. It'll give it more of a structure anyways. We've set the cabinets for 3/4 inch and the engineered is 1/2 inch, which I'm fine with. I really prefer the engineered for reasons of less expansion and contraction, as well as how straight those pieces are. Craig is going to be in this afternoon. We're going to be working around each other, laying floors and painting at the same time. So tomorrow morning we have the countertop going in, which we'll be ready for. I don't see this being an issue. A little bit of trim, prime it, paint it. Install the fridge and stove. Last little bit of lipstick and mascara. Boom, it's done.
Basically, the paper is to make my life easier because you have wood against wood. It's not going to slide. As we work the floor, we work it with our feet, and then we nail it with the cleat nailer. So the wax paper basically makes it slide together better, makes it tighter, and gives us a nicer fit.
We installed a whole new panel, and just to clean up the mess that was there, gave it a little more expandability. Just connecting the stove right now, a couple more kitchen lines, and we'll all be set to go. It's a lot neater and more expandability. So when they decide to finish the rest of the basement here, they've got some extra space that's readily available to them rather than going through another change. They also placed in a surge protector right here. You want that as close to the main as possible, and on its own breaker as we did here, and that's it. I'm done.
This system here, the roto brush system, what it does is this brush turns. As you can see, it starts to spin, and what happens is we have a vacuum on it. So as it's going through the ductwork, it's rubbing up along the sides, the top, and it takes all the dirt and all the debris, all the whatever's built up on the duct, and then it just sucks it into the vacuum. We also have a video inspection camera on it, and we can also, as we shove it down the duct, you can see what it's actually taking out of the duct. So the homeowner, we can show them what was in the ductwork before, and then basically, show them the afterwards. And as you can see, the duct gets really cleaned. It takes a lot of the stuff out. We took some wood out, some paper out, drywall dust. So it works really well. We've pulled out hairbrushes, golf balls, children's toys. It just takes all that right out. Even big pieces of wood in new construction, what'll happen is the brush will pull the wood back. It won't actually suck it into the vacuum, but it'll pull it all the way back so we can take it out. So it's one of the advantages we have with this system.
Nice cut. If I keep the glue on the inside edge, by the time we get the wood up and tack it in place, I don't have to worry about it oozing out the edge. Come on. Up. There. Yeah. Let's take it on the table saw and cut off enough to...
Wrap around?
Yep.
Okay.
So we have a corner on this edge, and I'll fix that bottom, okay? Okay. I love it. That's just to tack it so nothing moves, that when I put this one in place, we glue it, we tack it, and then we open this up and we screw into it. Sort of makes it look like a custom cabinet. Charlie Majors wrote a song
We got a couple of surprises. We got a couple of surprises. There's no way to say thank you, but I mean, we just had to. Oh.
You just did. I can spit shine. Nice.
Is that it? That's it. That's it.
That's it. Is there a sign for hurry up?
Yeah, hurry up. Hurry up.
That means hurry up. All right, come on in.
Wow.
I think you've been out here long enough. Oh, it's nice out. You got a new floor?
Wow.
All right, we're done. Let's go.
Gorgeous. That's enough. It's beautiful. Are you kidding?
Man.
Well, don't look too far beyond this. What we're going to do is I'm going to sort of keep your attention towards me here, okay? I'm just going to talk for a bit. You noticed we did a lot of work in this area. I'll get into that in a minute. I've used a porcelain tile, and I tried to pick something that was a close look to, well, a natural stone floor and a lime. I personally love porcelain. It's a nice hard tile. We use all the right products underneath it, fixed all the floor underneath it, which is actually where I'm going to take you first. Let's go to the basement. Honestly, I think a lot of people will bring in their friends and family, and you know, they don't have a lot of money. I understand that. They needed to move in the house. I understand why they brought them all in, but you need to understand, when you bring in people that don't know what they're doing, you're going to have problems. I'm sorry I didn't take the squeak out of those stairs.
That's okay. You can only do so much with this house.
Well, let me tell you. I mean, just looking at this structure.
Oh, wow.
We have actually laminated to each and every one of them. We had to pull out all the crap. This is using plywood and the theory of an egg on its end, because if we sheet it and stagger the joints, glue it and screw it, it actually increases the strength by about 5 times. In this room, we had a bit of a mess with plumbing, which I was not impressed with. Actually, we had a lot of mess with your HVAC.
Okay.
So your main trunk line was actually replaced all the way over for your air return. Wow. And in the wall upstairs, you'll see that we ran a whole new line and created a wonderful path to pick up that high wall return on the second floor, which was no longer working. Remember that point about blowing air and not being able to pull it back out again?
Right.
That's a no-no. You have a brand new humidifier. This is a whole new trunk system that they put in because they said there's no way this would have passed code. The builder's done it and it was crap, so they fixed it all up. And I'm telling you, they sealed everything everywhere on every run. And you got a brand new panel.
That is. Wow.
And we had to put in a new panel because you had nothing left on the panel. You're supposed to leave at least 2 breakers when you do any work. And in this case, we were adding to it, so there was no way we could do that. We also gave you a whole house surge protector. And what this does is if lightning ever hits, it will fry that before it fries everything else.
Oh, amazing.
Are you ready to go upstairs? Where'd you want the hot tub?
Shut up. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Wow. Take a look. No. Take a look. Actually, walk this way. Let's look in the window first and just take a breath. Take a breath of fresh air here.
Oh, man. Oh, man. This is way beyond anything that I would have dreamed of.
Oh, yeah. You see it on TV, but you just never... First of all, it's winning the lottery, right? Like, you just never think that you're going to get anything like that. And I feel like we're in a tour of our home, and we're going to leave, and I'm going to say, boy, I wish we could have a kitchen like that. But we do. It's beautiful. Thank you.
Wow, you're welcome. It is beautiful. I love it. Oh. Okay, let me tell you what we did. Not only did we strip your whole floor, and I mean all your tile, all the wood, we got rid of it. We pulled your whole ceiling down. Because I had to. We gutted everything in here, okay? Come on, let's walk around. Structurally, because after fixing up the electrical, I moved this wall back so that I could have this recessed back.
This is gorgeous.
Oh, you got a new fridge. And...
Oh my God, I can't, it's just overwhelming to try and take it all in. It is stunning. I wouldn't peek. I didn't peek. I didn't look.
Plus, we just really didn't want to spoil
I didn't want to see it.
I
wanted to see that it finished, and just I am like, my stomach is.
I don't know what to say, and it's still hitting me.
Keep breathing. We're gonna take it all in. We're gonna take it all in. Walk in. By taking this wall out, if you remember, your fridge was here. Your stove was here.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, and this way, by looking here, we have just a beautiful display, is what the way it should have been.
We're not gonna hit each other anymore now when we're walking through the kitchen.
There's actual baseboards. And oh no, really?
Out of my way. Let me see.
Oh.
Wow.
This is just...
That's awesome. I'm never gonna leave the kitchen.
I brought in Chris, and we put down an engineered flooring. Now, this is engineered. This is totally different. It is natural wood on the top, but being engineered, there's less expansion and contraction, and it's straighter than a razor.
Okay.
Put in a couple of lights, too. Focus on your fireplace.
Oh.
Look at...
Oh, my God!
See, it's the simple things that make people go...
It's gorgeous!
Man.
That rocks.
That
fireplace rocks. And the floor... Oh. That's what I wanted. That's what I tried to buy, and it didn't work out.
So let's look at it from this angle right here.
That's my kitchen.
Does it look bigger?
Oh, it's huge. It looks like it's triple the space, at least. Oh my gosh, it's stunning. It's absolutely stunning.
Brand new dishwasher in the right location.
Oh, man.
Brand new sink, brand new
Oh,
taps.
I love it. I love it.
Brand new stove. And hood fan over top of the oven. It even has a warming tray in the bottom because I know you love to cook.
Yes, I do.
And we get to do all these.
Oh, wow, cool.
And you taught me. 1, nice. 2, meet you.
Perfect.
Okay, so I'm learning as I go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And thank you so much.
It's impossible to thank you enough. Thank you so much.
I don't think we can express ourselves. It's awesome. Awesome.
Oh, you love it?
You guys rock.
Hannah, wait till you see it.
One more.
Go see everybody.
Come on.
Oh, it's massive.
Wow.
Now you help me with those cabinets over there. Do you like it?
Yeah.
Mike, did you see your overalls?
I did. This is Make It Right. What does that say?
Make it right.
Make it right. Did we make it right? We sure did.
All right, this song is called, conveniently enough, Make It Right.
Make it right, make it right. If it takes all day, if it takes all night, tell you what I'm gonna do for you. Gonna make it right. If you got a problem, don't know what to do, don't lose heart, don't despair, I'll be there for you. I can take your troubles, ease your worried mind, take that mess that you've been left and make it right. Should have been done right the first time, should have been done right the first time. Gonna make it right, make it right, make it right, make it right. If it takes all day, if it takes all night, tell you what I'm gonna do for you. Gonna make it right.